I was in middle school when I learned that Prophet Muhammad married Aisha when she was 6 years old and he consummated the marriage when she was 9. This information didn't sit well with me. However, I couldn't ask any questions because in Muslim societies, asking questions is considered disrespect. So if I would have asked any questions about this, I would have been ridiculed, shamed, and scolded. So I just kept all the questions inside me. However, this was a small seed that then grew up to a much bigger plant, and I was unable to truly deeply respect Prophet Muhammad, even though I really wanted to. However, my connection with Allah was always very good. Me not able to truly respect Prophet Muhammad is one of the reasons I distanced myself from Islam. I also thought Islam doesn't care for women's rights. However, after I distanced myself from Islam, I really missed my connection with Allah. I missed it so much. And one day I was having a 10-day silent meditation retreat when I was sitting in solitude, and I was guided back to Islam by Allah. This time when I came back, all the confusion that I have, all the concerns that I have, and all the questions that I have are being answered automatically. So now I am able to truly understand Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha and lot of other actions he took. I'm able to truly respect him, not only as a prophet and as a messenger of God, but I also believe he was a great leader. That's why he was considered the most influential man by a non-Muslim in this book. I'm planning to ask ChatGPT to explain, but I'm going to give her some specific direction right in front of you, so she's not biased. And in the end, I want to share my personal humble opinion about Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha. Hey ChatGPT, Prophet Muhammad is heavily criticized by non-Muslims and ex-Muslims for his marriage to Aisha. Can you please use credible, historical, Islamic and non-Islamic sources and share why Prophet Muhammad married Aisha? Can you also include your references? Thank you.
The marriage of Prophet Muhammad to Aisha is a complex topic with various interpretations and explanations from both Islamic and non-Islamic perspectives. Here's an overview. In 7th century Arabia, it was customary for marriages to be contracted at an earlier age than what is common today. Marriage often served social, political, and economic purposes. Aisha's age. Islamic sources traditionally state that Aisha was 6 or 7 at the time of her engagement and 9 at the time of consummation. However, the exact age is a topic of debate among scholars. 3. Social norms. Marriage at a younger age was not unusual at the time, and Aisha's marriage to Muhammad was seen within this context. 4. Prophet's relationship with Aisha. Islamic traditions emphasize the mutual love, respect, and companionship between Muhammad and Aisha. She became a prominent figure in Islamic history, known for narrating numerous hadiths. 5. Non-Islamic perspectives. Critics often arise from modern views on child marriage, raising ethical and moral concerns. Consent and culture. Some scholars argue that Aisha's marriage was consensual, with her guardian's approval, fitting the cultural norms of that era. However, modern standards on age and consent are different and should be considered when evaluating historical practices. 7. Political and social alliances. Marriages during that time were often used to strengthen political and social ties. Aisha's marriage to Muhammad linked him to Abu Bakr, later the first caliph in Islam, solidifying alliances. 8. Aisha's role in Islam. Aisha played a significant role in the early Islamic community. She contributed greatly to the preservation and transmission of hadiths and was a key figure in Islamic jurisprudence. Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim hadith collections. Muhammad, his life based on the earliest sources by Martin Lings. In the Footsteps of the Prophet, Lessons from the Life of Muhammad by Tariq Ramadan. These references provide both Islamic and scholarly perspectives on the topic.
Can you please also shed light on why he married Aisha based on her age? Because according to a lot of traditional sources, she was 9 when he consummated the marriage and he was over 50. Please use again traditional and modern Islamic sources and non-Islamic sources that are credible.
Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha, particularly regarding her age at the time of consummation, is often viewed through the lens of historical context. Here are some points to consider. 1. Historical norms. In 7th century Arabia, it was customary for marriages to be arranged at earlier ages than what is acceptable today. This practice was not unique to Arab culture, but was prevalent in various societies around the world. Cultural practices. In tribal societies, marriages were often strategic, strengthening alliances between families or tribes. Aisha's marriage to Muhammad linked him to her father, Abu Bakr, an important ally. Traditional Islamic sources, such as Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, state that Aisha was 9 at consummation. Scholars interpret this within the context of the time, emphasizing her later role in Islamic history. Modern scholarly debate. Some modern scholars question the reported age, suggesting it may have been a later interpolation or a misunderstanding of lunar versus solar years. Non-Islamic perspectives. Critics from non-Muslim scholars often focus on modern norms regarding age and consent. These critics highlight ethical and moral concerns based on contemporary views, which differ significantly from 7th century practices.
Before I share my humble opinion, I want to share a story about my mom. When I was little, my mom was very crafty and she wanted to make a doll for me. But someone told her that it's against Islamic values to make dolls. Then she read a hadith in which Hazrat Aisha said that when Prophet Muhammad used to come home, she would be playing with her dolls. And Prophet Muhammad would let her continue to play with her dolls and wouldn't disturb her. So my mom was very happy after she found out about hadith, and she said that it shows that playing dolls and making dolls are okay. And I was surprised that my mom never questioned Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha and Aisha's age. So there are a lot of Muslims who never question anything. And they fully accept everything that is presented to them. For me, if I have to believe something, I need to question it and it has to make sense to me. Context is everything. And social norms are everything too. Just to explain social norms, I'm a psychiatrist. Around 15 years ago, homosexuality is considered a psychiatric disorder, a mental health disorder according to DSM manual. Now, if you don't accept homosexuality, you are going completely against social norms. So that's how social norms change so quickly. In late 1800s, child marriages are legal in majority of United States. I believe the legal marriage age was 10 at that time. In our future, there are a lot of things we are doing that will be looked really down upon by our future generations. I don't know which things they will be, but cultural norms are always evolving. Before Prophet Muhammad, Aisha was already engaged to someone, and her engagement broke off, and then Prophet Muhammad sent her proposal to Aisha, and that's how they got engaged. So clearly it was very acceptable at that time for whatever age she was to get engaged. I'm also one of those modern people who don't think Aisha was 9. She was definitely young, but most probably in her teen years, and a lot of us believe that. Either way, whatever her age was, no one in history, including Prophet Muhammad haters, ever questioned his marriage to Aisha. If it was unacceptable, they would have just run with it, but no one questioned it. Whatever happened between them was perfectly culturally acceptable. It happened 1500 years ago. Cultural norms change within a decade. So 1500 years ago, I just can't comprehend, and I can't put myself in that era and make judgments according to modern societal values. All of Prophet Muhammad's wives were adults. He married women aged 20 to anywhere 60 years old. All of his wives were adult grown women. So clearly he was not into kids. And according to current standards, 9-year-old is just a child. So it just doesn't make sense to me that she was 9. If you're a Muslim, please tell me, how do you explain Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you